I'm sorry, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, but The Shining and Doctor Sleep did this way better. I mean, hell, even the Sixth Sense did this better. This concept is just, I feel like it just makes this film fall apart, right? But so the film takes place right after the first film, right, with Mike and Abby surviving the horror of watching William Afton be torn apart, murdered by these animatronics, right, that turn out to be the spirits of the kids that he murdered. So you would think that after them killing him and him being trapped in his bunny suit, in his own animatronic suit, that the kids would now be laid to rest, right? And they would be able to go to heaven or whatever and take his soul out or whatever, right? And it's like, nah. Apparently not. Apparently these kids are still stuck in the pizzeria, and it turns out that there is not only that location of Freddy Fazbear's, but there is another location. There's the very first location, right, of Freddy Fazbear's, where William Afton had made his first kill, right? It was with he killed this young girl named Charlotte. She was actually apparently trying to save this young boy from being his first kill, but she inevitably became the first kill because he ended up stabbing her in the back, I guess. And her spirit attached itself to the marionette, which is one of the grand attractions at this Freddy Fazbear's original location. I mean, the whole Freddy crew is still there. I mean, you had Freddy, Chica, Bonnie, Wolfie, the cupcake thing. Like, they're all still there, but they're like, in this band or whatever. And the marionette is like the front man, or like, she's the one pulling the strings and stuff, right? She's the marionette. She's the one that's controlling them all in a sense. And Charlotte, it was like her favorite character there, right? And like Abby being attached to these animatronics in this movie, like acting like she's gonna go fix these dead these like hurting spirits. Charlotte wants to be best friends with this marionette for some reason, even though it comes out only at the end of whatever's going on at Freddy's. Like, that's when she comes out. She like sits there and waits for her. So when William Afton kills her, her spirit like gets attached to the marionette doll, ends up becoming like rageful, right? She ends up becoming vengeful. And Vanessa, William Afton's daughter, she ends up putting her spirit to sleep with like a music box or whatever. And she ends up being reawoken by Michael Afton, who you find out is like Vanessa's brother, William Afton's son. And he keeps having there's this whole weird thing where like, because they're his children, they're gonna like, I guess they have to follow in his footsteps and like kill more kids. I don't quite understand, but I think that's like the whole thing. It's like a cult of kid killing. And so because Abby is so, misses her friends, so ends up being contacted by the marionette doll in a sense. I'm assuming, right? I'm assuming the marionette doll contacted her and is using the animatronics at that location, which look all nice and brand new for some reason. It ends up using those animatronics to wreak havoc on the parents. I guess it's not like, again, the fact that William Afton died in the first movie, you would think that all these spirits would be laid to rest finally, but they're still angry for whatever reason. But it turns out that the marionette doll that I guess is actually controlling more than we know, she is more so angry at the parents. She's angry at the adults for not doing anything or not caring or noticing that something was wrong, I guess, the day that she died. And it's a lot. It's so outrageous. And so now that she's like this evil marionette spirit, she's the one that's actually controlling everything and causing all this havoc. But like the first movie, there's not really many deaths. The deaths happen pretty quick, or they happen like underwater. Like there's nothing that really happens that's, oh my gosh. But it does end up turning into like this Exorcist film now. And it's just kind of unnecessary. And again, the fact that the kids' spirits, even after killing William Afton, were still there. And Mike ends up going and asking for their help to save Abby. It is just so outrageous, I mean, the animatronics have this weird little showdown that lasts all of 5 minutes, and they actually, the kid spirits destroy them pretty easily, and then they, end up now finally ascending to heaven because they left Freddy's. It's like this whole thing that happens where they end up leaving Freddy's Fazbear's because of Abby. Like, all the kids just make really bad decisions in this franchise. But even after she sees the spirit of the boy and these kids, she still misses them and still would rather them stay tethered to Earth to be her friend in this animatronic freak creature versus like ascending to heaven. I just can't, what I mean? Like laying their spirits to rest. Like, the girl is so selfish. She's such a little selfish. So much a little selfish. But again, everyone has The Shining. You know, it feels like this movie confirmed that everyone in this universe, in this franchise, has The Shining because Mike, you know, dream walked in the first film. Vanessa's over here dream walking in this film, and you know, Abby just talks to spirits. You know, she's clairvoyant basically, but it is just outrageous. Like this whole franchise is getting so out of hand. And like I said, I haven't played the game, so I don't really know the lore like that, but it seems like they're deviating farther from it. And I don't understand how they're going to bring the Freddy animatronics back in the third film if they make a third one, because now the marionette ghost is the one doing everything. So I guess she's just going to repossess them and turn them on, you know, or William Afton's going to come back as an undead and turn them back on and recapture the kids' spirits or kill more kids or any of the people that have actually died in Freddy Fazbear's, like the camera crew from this movie and the kids, the babysitter from the first movie, like because they're like killed there, maybe their spirits are going to be used now for the animatronics. I mean, I don't know. It's just so random. They're taking it so far. It's just going so far out there that I don't know if they're going to be able to bring it back, but we'll see. We'll see. It was definitely an interesting movie to say the least, but I'm not even going to talk about the ending. You go watch it. Everyone seems to love it. So you'll probably enjoy it. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, this has been Five Nights at Freddy's. Check it out. It's definitely gonna be interesting. And I remember when I reviewed it the first time, I did say they said they were making a trilogy. So halfway there, we'll see how the third movie comes when it comes out, like in a year or two. They're probably gonna film these back to back, I would assume. But yeah, this has been Ghost in the Craig. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.